Good morning. This is Jerry, and we are back at the Florida 2023 SuperShow for all these great RVs and all the RV products. We're going to do something a little different today. We are going to skip the RVs and we're going to look at vendors. So let's see what kind of interesting RV products there are out here. And we'll spend a couple hours doing that and just see what kind of neat things are here. It's going to be fun. We're at Battleborn, great supporters of the RV lifestyle in the space, and for good reason. They just absolutely have a phenomenal product from the lithium batteries. And I have Eric here with us, and he's going to show both existing and some of the new advancements that they have here. So I'm going to turn it over to Eric.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry. Great to be talking to everybody from the 2023 Tampa RV SuperShow. My name is Eric Carter. I'm a technical sales specialist with Dragonfly Energy, and we're the manufacturers of Battleborn batteries. And yeah, here in our booth, we've been crazy busy these past day and a half. We've got all of our current product offerings kind of scattered throughout. And big news for us this week is we launched some new products, some new technology that we're really excited to tell everybody about. So I think from us, you know, if you're a fan of lithium batteries, or at least you know, curious to look into the option, you've probably seen our batteries around YouTube. We've got a number of different options here. You know, kind of some immediate things that we've got down here on our table are 12 volt 100 amp lithium iron phosphate battery. This is our flagship battery. This is a battery that you'll see more often than anything else. We've also got our Group 24 75 amp battery here, along with our GC2, which acts as a 6 volt golf cart style battery, size and shape replacement. So lots of cool stuff. We've got our 270 amp hour batteries hiding back behind Brandon in the corner of the booth over here. And then one of our real big exciting launches this week is really what looks just like our 12 volt 100 amp BB112 battery, but this is our new battery that's built with Dragonfly Intelligence inside of it. What Dragonfly Intelligence is going to offer you as a user experience is a wireless mesh network. And what that will ultimately mean is the batteries will be able to aggregate information from one another. So we have all the batteries that are now able to communicate with one another. We've got a new Dragonfly hub that will give the ability to take all that info. It'll provide it to you over a phone, computer, or tablet app. Bluetooth option, and this will give you the ability to see not only the full system state of health and state of charge, but you can also go down more granular to individual batteries. We've got some new patented error and warning technology, and really a system that with a live internet connection, you can then port into your battery bank from anywhere in the world.
And this battery is available now? This
battery was announced yesterday and will be available in the next 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
So we're getting all of our production team trained up, and we're going to start building these in volume here very soon. So we're really looking forward to sharing this.
And this is an example of the type of diagnostics that you can get out of the battery?
Yeah, so that just kind of gives you a little sample screen of what the app will look like. That gives you that more granular look at individual battery charge and state of health. And then we'll be able to go through, and with a QR code that's going to be etched into every battery and the companion pieces, it'll be a very easy setup and configuration, so that if you're in either a parallel or series connected bank, you'll be able to set up, tell the app exactly what you're doing with your system, and it'll enter all that info for you and start to track immediately.
Now, one of the things people ask us when you see just the market is flooded with lithium batteries, but there's this thing called warranty.
Right.
What type of warranty? Now, are these made stateside?
So our manufacturing plant is located in Reno, Nevada. That's where I work. We're in 100,000 square feet out there. We're manufacturing batteries 5 days a week and shipping them directly from Reno. So we use a mix of both foreign and domestic parts. I think everybody does now.
Right.
You know, there's some infrastructure that you just can't get around. But one of the big missions and drives of our companies is to bring all of that product manufacturing stateside. So here in the next couple of years, our hope is to bring all the cell manufacturing into our facility or to a West Coast located facility, and take that supply chain back internally to the US again.
And mention warranty?
Yeah, the warranty is great from us. So there's a dozen of us that are based in Reno that will talk to you over the phone or support you through email. If you ever have a question, we ask you to call us. We'll troubleshoot the battery. We've got a 10-year warranty, and really to kind of dissect that warranty, it's an 8-year full manufacturer warranty where we'll cover a repair or a replacement if there is an issue with your battery. Those final 2 years we'll offer either a prorated replacement or a repair in our facility of the battery. So we want to be able to diagnose and take care of your batteries for the duration of both the coach and the battery bank, whether it's in one unit or it moves from RV to RV.
And you also have models that have the cold sensors as well as the heaters as two separate options of whether you need to keep charging or just turn off charging, right?
Every battery that we build has a proprietary battery management system, or BMS for short, and that BMS is really like your internal insurance policy in the battery. So it protects against high and low temperature, high and low voltage. It protects against the guy that accidentally drops his wrench and he short circuits the battery by arcing across both terminals. So really we've tried to think of anything that you could do as an external variable to damage the battery and build a protection against that. So, you know, pretty foolproof that as long as we get the initial install and charging sources right, that BMS protects against everything else and makes it to where you're never going to have an issue with this battery.
And you can purchase Battleborn direct, or you have a number of integrators that you work with as well.
We've got a great dealer network and installer network, so you can always call us to get access to an installer or a dealer in your area. We also do sell direct via our website or over the phone, and we're staffed on the phones from 8 to 5 Pacific time, Monday through Friday, so you can always call us, and we're happy to chat with you about mobile or stationary power systems.
Well, thanks, Eric. I appreciate so much of your time today. You've been very kind, showing all the new products, excited about the new management system you're coming out. That's going to be really a game changer for us who travel and do a lot of off-grid stuff. And I appreciate your time today. Thank you,
Jerry. Appreciate it.
Before we go into this next segment, I wanted to share with all those who have been asking, how well is this new Cradlepoint 1900 router working for you? Well, we have been using it now for well over a week, and I am thrilled with the performance. It's been doing fantastic. We've been getting so many comments on YouTube, so many sending us emails from our contact page from our website, really wanting to know how it's performing. So here we go. I'm going to share this with you. Now, where are we? We're currently at the 2023 Florida RV SuperShow. It's midday, and there are thousands, literally thousands of people who are in the fairgrounds looking at RVs. It's unbelievable. And then there's probably many hundreds, if not 1,000 RVers here. Now, I do not know how many are using Verizon, but we can probably assume a large number who are using it for one thing or another. I see so many people walking around doing FaceTimes and all that. So I know there's going to be a lot of usage going through the tower right now. So we're going to give this a shot and see how it works. Now, I am using a hotspot plan, a grandfathered hotspot plan from Verizon. This is a 4G LTE, so let's just see how it's going to work. Here we go. Now, notice up in the top part of the screen, you'll see an airplane symbol, and then you'll see the Wi-Fi. I do have this in airplane mode, so I am not using the cellular on the phone. I am only using the Cradlepoint Wi-Fi at this stage. So here we go. And as you can see here, it is rocking. We're going to do 60. Come on, there we go. We hit 60, 61, 62. It just keeps going. This thing is incredible. Oh, I love it. 68, 70. Oh, look at that. This is amazing. And now I can see why my upload speeds I've been uploading videos all week, every day since we've been here, and we're getting 68 uploads, and that's why this is screaming both for my work needs, for our entertainment needs. I just couldn't be more thrilled with this Cradlepoint 1900 router. It is just absolutely a beast. It's amazing. Well, today we're showing great products that we can use within the RV community. Today I am with Brian and Cindy Markland with RV Mobile Connect. You probably just saw us recently where we installed one of the Cradlepoint routers that they supply. I'm going to let Brian talk a little bit about what they do for the RV community of selling quality products for us to use while we're out on the road, and then show a couple of his packages. Brian, I'm going to let you take it off.
Thanks, Jerry. Hi. We essentially worked from the road full time, and after about 3 months we discovered people knocking on our door and wondering, how are we connecting, how are we streaming, how are we working? And the answer was we put in a commercial product and a best-in-class antenna. That seemed to be the key. We didn't really realize that was an issue for RVers, and we soon discovered it was, and people began asking for help. So I reached out to some friends of mine and I said, hey, your solution would work really, really well. And they said, well, seems like you've got it figured out. Why don't you do that? And that was the birth of RV Mobile Connect. We partner with Step CG and Cradlepoint and Parsec, and they are best-in-class products. Cradlepoint is the #1 router in the world. Essentially, if you look at any convenience store, big box store, first responder vehicle, there's likely a Cradlepoint in there. They just work. Our customers have been growing and growing, and from an RV perspective, Cradlepoints are what you find in Prevost and Newell's and other very, very high-end coaches. And I always wondered, why can't any RVer who wants it be able to get the best product out there, especially if you need to be connected. If it's really important, either you work, you're a nomad, or you just want to be connected, right? You want to stay in touch. Combining that with Parsec antennas, and it extends your reach, it extends your performance, and I'll let Jerry's video speak for him. It worked really, really well. When he had almost none, he got quite a bit. I think it was 18 megabits down. We put it in 3 different types of packages. Essentially, I call it a low, medium, and high is not the best thing, Jerry. I think the way you put it, just because it's our cheapest package doesn't mean it's a low end. It's just how many devices it can handle and what the theoretical speeds are, right? What's the quality of the modem?
Let's take a look at those packages and see what we have to offer. We can start with what I call good, better, best.
Okay. So Jerry, essentially what we've tried to do is put in a good, better, best, right? What we have in the Stay Connected package is a Cradlepoint IBR 600C. It is a proven horse, if you will, right? It works well. It's got a lower speed modem, but the reality is a lot of people don't need the highest speed, right? They want to check their email, they want to do a little streaming and things like that. This is really what we recommend for those folks. We pair it with a Parsec Doberman, right? This is an on-roof antenna. It has a big old beefy bolt, right? So it's not coming off, but this is the type of antennas you find, again, on first responder vehicles and things like that. Very, very rugged. Both of these are ruggedized. They can operate at temperature. Again, RVs are rolling earthquakes, so these are all designed to be able to handle that. Okay?
And this is a 4G LTE product, correct?
Yes, it is. That is 4G, and it's Wi-Fi. Okay?
And also, just to show, for those who need Ethernet connectivity, you have that as well.
Yep. It's got a LAN and a WAN port. And so if you have a Starlink device, a home internet, we have a lot of customers who are on the road part-time, but they don't want to reprogram all their devices. They just plug the WAN port into their home internet, and their Wi-Fi bubble comes with them. Right?
And this is perfect for things like IP phones. If you are a large content producer such as myself and you have a NAS,
oh yeah,
ideal for that. Okay,
absolutely.
Let's look at the power package.
Excellent. So the power package, we go up a tier, right? So this is the IBR 900. They look essentially the same. This just has a higher speed modem in it, right? So you're going to be able to get more performance, connect more devices. It also, so it's got 2 SIM slots in here. You can operate one at a time. And then on the other side, again, you see the 2 Ethernet ports. This also has, just like this 600, a GPS port. So a lot of people call it a poor man or a rich man's low jack, right? Because it literally will track location.
Oh, nice.
That's also paired with the same antenna, which is a 5-in-1. So there's cellular and Wi-Fi in this, right? This is going to extend the reach tremendously from, even these. And these are great antennas, right? What most people don't understand is the antennas in your cell phone, your hotspot, are tiny, right? They're little chips, okay? This is an antenna, right? And it's easy for people to understand why that works so well. moving down, and this may look a little more familiar to Jerry. So this is the R1900. It's a relatively new product. I think it's just about a year old from Cradle Point. I have these antennas on here for illustration, so I don't want all the people at Cradle Point to roll their eyes, right? You would do this for demonstration purposes, but this is really designed to be mounted with an antenna, much like the Parsec Husky, or over there on the pole, the Parsec Akita. So that antenna can be pole-mounted, wall-mounted. It just gives you more options, right? I've got a lot of Class A customers that I don't really want a hole, so they can put that in the front cap of their Class A, or they can mount it on a wall, or put it in a window, or take a $40 tripod and stick it on that, right? Just gives you so many different mounting options, right? Switching over to the R1900, right? Again, the Husky antenna can do 4x MIMO cellular, right? It has 2x Wi-Fi, and it even has a Bluetooth, right? There's some applications that are coming out that I've been reading about, talking about, that you might find a really good use for that. And again, there's Bluetooth in the Husky antenna as well. This gives you a few more ports, right? Again, if you're a power user like Jerry, and when we talked about that, right, it's like I've got a NAS drive, IP phone, I've got things like that. This gives you more ports, more options to be able to keep things connected. This also has 2 SIM slots, and actually we can add a dock on this and give you another cellular modem if you want. So you can actually run 2 active modems at the same time. These use standard SIMs. We've got providers that we recommend, but you can go to the store and you can get yourself, a Verizon SIM. You can get a T-Mobile SIM for, I think it's $50 for about 100 gig. Most RVers, I find 300 gig seems to be a pretty good sweet spot. So that is the 5G Pro package.
I'm going to put Brian on the spot. He didn't expect this to be able to happen. You actually have a modem and an antenna working inside this building, do you not?
Yeah, I do.
It's active. Okay.
I do.
This is a metal building. This is probably the worst building that you could try to use anything right now that is cellular based.
Yep.
And you have what type of a SIM card located in this?
So I put a T-Mobile SIM in an R1900 that I have behind the scenes hidden.
And is that the antenna up there?
Yep. It's connected the antenna probably about 10 feet high, right?
Right. All right.
9-10 feet high. We did a speed test.
So let's do a speed. Let's do a speed test in a metal building and just see does it really work? So you've seen my video. This is what 5G does.
Yeah. So how many people do you think are connected to the tower?
All I know is walking up through here from the far end, thousands and thousands of people. 220, 30, 40, oh my word, 258 download, and where is this going to stop on the upload? 20, 21, 22, almost 22. That's incredible. 258 and 22. Does it work? I mean, we're in the absolute worst environment. Thousands of people using cellular, FaceTiming and blogging to the whole world in a metal building, and you see how this works. It's an incredible product for those of us who have to work on the road, or if we've got kids who, we're doing homeschool, entertainment purposes, the whole gamut. Good, better, best packages. It really is a superior product with Cradle Point. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate you sharing this with me today.
I appreciate it, Jerry. Thanks for the time.
You bet. Well, we're at the 2023 Florida Tampa RV Show, and I am with one of my favorite guys. Look, these guys found me. It should have been me finding them. I cannot believe I had never used Active Control's Active Start product. You've seen the video. They're incredible. But fortunately, I have Thomas Victorin here, who is the founder and creator of the company and this great product. You've heard me talk about it, but you need to hear the guy that created it. He's the one. So I'm going to turn this over to Thomas and let him talk about these soft start plug-ins called the Active Control.
Hello, everybody, and thank you, Jerry. Yes, the Active Controls product is something we've came up with thinking about the average user, the person that can't climb up on their RV but need a soft starter. This plug and play is very unique in the market, and it delivers. It delivers to what the average person needs. Starting their air conditioner on a small generator, on a medium-sized generator, or even on a power pedestal. Going to a park, low power, you need one of these. It works, and I'm happy to say that a lot of our customers have been very satisfied with it.
Now, Thomas, I'm going to speak over here from the back of the camera. One of the exciting things about the Active Start that you have in your hand, with a 3,500 watt generator, you can run two 15,000 BTU air conditioners on a 50 amp coach, with an adapter, of course, with a dog leg. Is that correct?
That's correct, Jerry. Two 15,000 BTUs. If your generator is 3,500 watts and above, because you need the steady state power available, our Active Start will start those ACs for you.
And for ours that we looked at, we're running in the 10 to 11 amp range, and on a 3,500 watt generator, that's usually 29 amps. So there's still room to run our residential refrigerator and any of the other computers or electronic devices, as long as they're low amperage while the two ACs are running.
That's correct.
And this is even more interesting when most of us may not be running on a generator, but we go to the campground and we're 50 amp and we go to a 30 amp pedestal. Any difference?
No difference. The difference is you're not going to trip that breaker, okay? A lot of the issues that I've seen with the parks, when they're fully loaded, your power starts to drop. Depending on where you're parked, if you're at the end of the line, your voltage starts off low. Our device will help your AC start.
Well, that is absolutely awesome. Look, this is the most innovative product that I've ever seen. I don't have to crawl up on top of my camper, yank all the plastic off the top of my air conditioners, put in a soft start device. This is just plug and play. It is super, super simple that anybody who can plug into a pedestal or plug into a generator can use this and get all the advanced features. Something else that we found out when we looked at this has a full energy management system as well.
It does. Using our app, the whole EMS is always there working, checking your voltage, checking your current, checking your frequency. If any of those are out of the range that it should be, our system will turn off and it will notify you of the problem.
And that's the great thing about this, where you don't see this in any other type of a soft start product. I can look at my app and go, I've got an air conditioner running, we need to turn on the microwave. I can look and see what the microwave is. No problem, we can run the microwave too. So it gives you that ability to manage your energy usage without having to buy another device and use another app. It's all self-contained in this unit. Thomas and Active Control have been a great sponsor of the RV community. We're thrilled to be able to work with you. And he's been very, very gracious and given us several units that we're going to be giving out at our meetup this Friday at the Super Show. Thomas, thank you so much for your support, and thanks for creating a great product for the RV community.
And thank you, Jerry. Appreciate it. And one last note, sorry if I might, the 50 amp coming soon. You're going to love that one too.
Am I going to get to see one of those?
You are. You're top on the list.
You heard that. All right, thanks, Thomas.
All right, thank you.
All right, I'm here with Mike and Bear with TST. Look, this is a phenomenal product. We would not even have pulled out of the dealer parking lot without this on our new Montana. Why? In our previous gateway that we had, you saw what happened. We blew tires up and tore it all the heck and back. Not going to let that happen and not going to damage our investment. TST has a lot of really neat products that have come out this year, and I really want to let the experts talk about it. So I'm going to get behind the camera and let them show you some of the great things that TST has done.
So about 6 years ago, we launched our first OE standard TST TPMS system with Columbus of Forest River. From then, we've just made a great progression throughout the OEs. We're on numerous lines of Forest River, numerous lines of Thor, and growing every year. Every model year changeover, we pick up several lines. So that product has proven to be bulletproof for us. We're running less than a 3% warranty rate. These are internally banded sensors with full kits. That's no prep, it's no nothing, it's the entire system. You get everything you need right from the OE. Your dealer helps you set it up.
And then if we talk a little bit about aftermarket, we're here supporting one of our clients, General RV here. So let's start off with our aftermarket system here. We're here with General RV, one of our partners. Some of our sensor options we offer are the cap sensors with the user replaceable battery. We also have the flow-through sensor, which also has a user replaceable 2032 battery. If you're into marine lifestyle and you have a boat, we've got a hybrid sensor, which is saltwater approved, with a 5-year battery. A lot of the OEs you see outside of the Tampa Super Show here, they're using our OEM installed banded sensor. And then of course all of our kits come with our signal booster repeater. One of the things we're really proud of, you can see right here, is we just released our 770 display. So many people have our 507 display, and this is our new 770 display. It's got some extra features on it, some GPS capability. It's got some sensor battery voltage capability. It can do up to 5 different trailers. So for you guys who have multiple trailers, this is a great product for you. And we're here at General RV. We're also here with Techno RV. We'd love for you to come see us.
Mike and Bear, thank you so much for your time today. It's been great. We're going to be doing more product reviews of this. We are a big, big proponent of this system. Love it. Lifesaver, truly a lifesaver. And you'll be seeing more TST on I Love RV Life in the near future. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Well, I promised that I would show real good quality vendors of products and services that we can get for the RV community. And I have Patrick here from RV Life, and they have a product, RV Life Pro, for those of us who are trying to find good places to go with as least amount of trouble as possible, right?
Absolutely.
I'm going to turn it over to Patrick and let him share about this great service that they have.
Well, terrific. Thanks for coming by, Jerry. And so RV Life Pro is the really a premier trip planning and navigation suite. We're going to start you out. You're going to plan your trip in detail. We like to use a laptop or a tablet, but you can even do it on your phone if you're that dexterous. We're going to show you all the campgrounds. You're going to tell us how far you like to travel each day and what your fuel capacity is. And we're going to show you exactly where you're going to be at the end of your driving day, exactly when you need fuel. You'll know exactly where to find the campground. You'll be able to filter on the campground style or type or amenities that you need. You'll be able to build out that trip step by step, add the fuel stops, add the rest stops. You want to stop at Walmart, Cracker Barrel, you want to stop on the side of the road, anything you want to do, you're going to be able to create that trip as you go. You can use satellite view, street view, elevation, grade. We've got it all built in. You don't need to leave the tool to vet out these locations. You know, the old phrase, new RVers particularly, when it comes to fuel, they say, look, they start worrying at half a tank, and they are, I'm going to need fuel, but I don't know if I can fit there when I get there, right? And so they can know ahead of time exactly where that fuel stop is. They can vet that out with satellite view and street view. They can feel comfortable about reaching that fuel stop in time, and then they don't have to worry while they can enjoy the view. They can enjoy the kids screaming in the back, all of those great things that you want to do when you're traveling. Once you've built out that amazing trip, you simply pull out the RV Life app, sign in with the same login. Your trip is already there. Tap on it. Hey, here's my great trip to Yellowstone, and now match that route exactly and follow and use your phone as navigation, and you're there.
Maybe over here you've got a demonstration of how the service actually works, the tool works. I know that this is a bright screen, and I'll do my best here with the camera, but maybe you can just talk about some of the tips of what we're actually seeing going on with this demo.
Right, so what we just saw there quickly was our elevation and grade feature, and this is just a quick running demo loop. Right now we're looking at the various map layers. If I want to turn on that satellite view, I can turn on weather layers. Here's our satellite. This tool here, obviously you toggle various terrain types if you need it.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's very nice.
We talked, of course, about satellite view. I see this fuel station. I feel like I can fit in that with my big rig. I can actually drag this icon over and get a street view if I want to learn more. Here's a Walmart, perhaps, that I want to make sure I could get my rig over if I needed to stock up. You can use the same feature for campgrounds. Get a look at what those sites, you know, those campsites and what those turns and those egress in and out, what those actually look like before you ever leave the driveway. And of course, the driving radius is our number one, sort of our original feature. This is going to show you, as we talked about, exactly where you're going to be at the end of the driving day. Google doesn't know that because you're not going 75 miles an hour. You're going 60, 62, 50, 55.
So important, so important.
And this will actually show you where you're really going to be. And now I know where to find the campgrounds where my route and that driving radius intersect is exactly where I'm going to choose my campground.
Well, it's an excellent tool, Patrick. And I noticed you mentioned here you've got a depiction here of what it looks like on an iPad that, you know, I'm the guy that's driving and my wife Joan is the one that's the co-pilot,
right,
making sure I'm not making that wrong turn and going down the very bad, dirt road that you never want to go down with your 42-foot fifth wheel. Now, is it capable to be able to set midpoints or, things like that if I want to go, or maybe, let's say maybe the route is taking me through a specific city that I don't want to go through, but I want to do a loop around. Can I set midpoints and alternate my routes?
Absolutely. We give you two tools to do that, and if you're on an iPad, you're using your fingers, so we probably recommend one over the other, but we give you two tools to manipulate that route, either using the drag route feature, or my preference is the custom stop feature. If we speak in computer vernacular, if I right click on that route, it's going to create a custom stop. It's going to force that route to go the way I want to. You can also, which is handy because I can create a custom stop at the kids' house or the grandkids' house, or a park or a monument we wanted to see that maybe isn't a campground, right? But it's somewhere I want to go. I can drag that route around Atlanta's a great example. If I don't want to drive through Atlanta, I want to go around the loop, and I can manipulate that a couple of different ways, and everybody's preference is a little bit different, so we give you multiple ways to do that. I can find locations by putting in GPS coordinates. I can actually find locations just by zooming in and finding them physically on the map. I right click and create that custom stop and add it to my trip.
Well, thank you so much. This is an excellent product. It's absolutely perfect for those of us who are doing trip planning and going on even short trips. Being able to find that last mile destination is what I call the nerve factor. You want to make sure you can get into the campground, make the turns, make the fit, and then do your research if that's a campground that I want to go to.
Right.
Thanks so much for your time today. We'll share a link for others who are watching this today and may want to look more into RV Life Pro. Thanks.
Very good, Jerry. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, I'm at Morryde. Morryde, I love Morryde products. They've got everything from little bitty to great big, and it's all dedicated to improve the RV lifestyle. And you see a lot of this stuff that actually comes on your higher end campers and fifth wheels, but I just getting ready to buy something for Joan because she has mobility issues. I'm gonna have Shane show it to us. This thing's incredible.
Absolutely. So this is our newest product. This is what we're calling the safety rail. And the idea behind the safety rail is to give you a continuous railing from the top of your RV all the way to the bottom of your steps. Obviously Morryde has the upgraded step above steps, and we've had handrails in the past that connect directly to the steps, but then those have to flip up into the RV. So this is a new solution. I just wanted to show it to you here. Here it is extended, and here it is put away. And that's going to magnet straight to the side of the RV. It's really sleek and very nice. And the nice part about it, the thing I love, is to open it, you just pull on the bottom, and it will then slide all the way down. So now as I'm going up the stairs, I have a hand railing to lean on both up, and when I'm coming down the stairs, I have a strong, stable railing. And again, to put it away, just pushing up on the bottom, slide that in, and now my railing is ready to go for travel.
So here's the question. We drive on 9.5 earthquakes with our fifth wheels and our campers. Is that going to stay in place?
Absolutely. So what we have here is a 120-pound magnet. We actually tested this product on what we call a shaker table. It's really cool technology we just got last year that allows us to simulate G-forces. So this will actually stay attached to the trailer at 3 Gs of force, which if anyone's gone camping, hopefully no one has done this, but you actually will roll your trailer before you get to a G of force. So basically that is to say, you don't have to worry about it. It's going to stay attached no matter what, because we have tested this product both on the track and in our facilities, and we're extremely confident about its operation. We have lots of them out there already, and we're not having problems.
Well, I'm so impressed with this product. I saw it demonstrated. They had it being demonstrated in 2 locations. I came directly down here to buy it. This is not a promotion through Morryde. I'll take it if they'll give it to me, but I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna install it on our Montana before we ever leave the show. Joan has mobility issues. This is gonna make her travel exceptionally better. Thanks for the demonstration.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Well, I'm at one of my favorite spots, not just here at the Tampa RV Show, but our favorite campgrounds as well. And this is Escapees, a fantastic organization. I'm with Robin and Larry, and I'm going to let them just talk just a few minutes about the great Escapees membership and what it offers. And they'll go ahead and tell you why I'm a member.
Well, thanks. I think Robin's favorite way to say it is that Escapees is here to make RVing more fun and easier. So we have activities to support. We call ourselves a total support network for all RVers. So we try and provide an array of services that, like I say, that provide you for things that provide people with things that they need when they're on the road for sort of extended periods of time. Not just full-timers, we like to call it more-timers. Folks that are in their RVs for several weeks or months in the year have a certain number or certain special things that they need out of a club, and we try to provide that.
So like mail service, roadside assistance, we have education programs for people. Our RVers boot camp is very popular because folks don't know what they don't know until they go and find out.
Yeah.
And you have campgrounds located all over the United States, both that you can see through the website today. Even without being a member, you can stay at these campgrounds being a member with a discount, or not a member and not getting the discount. They're great campgrounds.
Right, we have 8 rainbow parks, and those are owned by Escapees, and anyone can stay there, but members get a discount. And then we have co-op parks that are owned by members that only Escapee members can stay at.
And one of the big benefits that you have as well is for those who I refer to as long-timers, as Joan and I, we do 7-8 months out of the year, or those full-timers. You've got an absolutely superb mail service, do you not?
Oh yes, it's we believe it's the largest private mail service in the nation.
Yeah, we have about 14,000 households that take advantage of it, including us. I haven't had a piece of junk mail in 4 years. I tell people, even if we ever get a sticks and bricks again, we're going to stay with Escapees mail service because I love it.
We especially like our critical packages. When we stay in campground to campground to campground, and we think, oh gee, is that going to arrive before we leave, or do we need to have it sent to the next place? Can you even send things to the next place? So we'll let our important packages, they'll arrive in Livingston, and then we can, when we're in a place long enough where we know we can send for it, we just have them sent.
Because we know where we're going to be in 2 days.
Yeah.
But we never know when our medications are going to catch up with us.
Yeah,
so
right.
That's a great way to deal with it.
Well, Escapees is a great organization. We started our RV lifestyle in August of 2014, and the first month that we had our RV, we became an Escapees member, just for all the benefits, discounts, forums. It just goes on and on what this organization does, and it's such a very moderate price. We've even been to the hallowed grounds in Texas, the main headquarters, just because we wanted to see what it was like. And we went to Houston to the Space Center, so a little bit of a drive, but we did that as well. Great organization. We have our Escapees sticker on the back of our RV, and everywhere we go, somebody goes, we're an Escapees member too, and waves. It's a great community. Thank you so much for sharing the Escapee experience. And if you will look on our website, we've got a link where you can become a member as well, just because we believe in Escapees.
Great.